This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the Hazleton Police Department will be featured on one of television's longest-running series. Check out the details next. Welcome, everyone. Please make yourselves at home. We always appreciate your visit. I'm Ken Kara with a reminder that you can watch FYI in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Now your local information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. You've seen it on TV, but now the nationally televised show Cops is coming to Hazleton. For the next 8 weeks, members of the Cops TV production team will ride along with officers from the Hazleton Police Department. The show features law enforcement from all across the country. They will film segments that will appear during the show on the Spike TV network later this year or early next year. According to Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat, this is the first time that Cops has come to the city of Hazleton. The production crew is expected to tape 8 episode segments. 3 segments in 3 different cities air during each 30-minute episode of the show. A terrible weekend crash has claimed the life of a 7-year-old girl. According to state police at Hazleton, 7-year-old Amiley Charlotte Gonzalez of Jessup died yesterday at Lehigh Valley Hospital at Cedar Crest as a result of her injuries. The crash happened around 8:40 on Friday night on Interstate 81 northbound between the Hazleton and West Hazleton exits. According to troopers, a car driven by Melanie Ann Burleson of Jessup was traveling north at an apparent high rate of speed when she lost control, struck a rock embankment, then spun back onto the roadway. Burleson and another passenger, 25-year-old Brittany Aaron Gallagher of Scranton, were both ejected from the vehicle. They were not wearing seatbelts. The child was wearing a seatbelt, but troopers say there was no booster seat. She had to be extricated from the vehicle. All 3 were airlifted to Lehigh Valley Hospital with severe injuries. The child died yesterday. State police are asking anyone who witnessed the crash to call them at 570-459-3890. State police at Frackville have issued an arrest warrant for a Schuylkill County man. 2 felony charges have been filed against 55-year-old John Joseph Gooman Sr. Troopers say he failed to comply with his court-ordered requirements regarding Megan's Law registration. He's described as a white male, 5 feet 11 inches tall, approximately 205 pounds. His last known address was in the 100 block of West Street in Shenandoah. If you have information on his whereabouts, call State Police in Frackville at 570-874-5300 or go to pameganslaw.state.pa.us. The investigation continues into a shooting outside the White House on Friday. The man shot was from our area. Officials identified him as Jesse Oliveri of Ashland. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Secret Service Deputy Assistant Director David Lacovetti says that one of the agency's officers shot him once he approached the checkpoint and refused repeated commands to drop his weapon. At last report, he was listed as being in critical condition at George Washington University Hospital. The investigation into what happened continues. A former Hazleton mayor is no longer at the helm of Pennsylvania's Department of Environmental Protection. Governor Tom Wolf accepted the resignation of John Quigley, who had served as the Secretary of DEP. The governor issued a press release that read, quote, "I thank John Quigley for his service to the Commonwealth, and I look forward to working with Patrick McDonnell while he serves as acting secretary," unquote. The former Hazleton mayor was appointed DEP Secretary in June of last year. The American Red Cross is expanding their smoke detector installation program in our area after a huge success in the city of Hazleton. According to the National Fire Protection Association, 3 of every 5 fire deaths in a home are in homes with no smoke alarms or no working smoke alarms. We spoke with the communications director of the American Red Cross of Northeast Pennsylvania about his organization's smoke detector program.
We had 2 events in the city of Hazleton over the past few weeks, and our volunteers, together with firefighters and some of the local community groups, installed more than 400 smoke alarms just in Hazleton. And because of the tremendous success of the program, we're now expanding it outside of Hazleton. We're going to be in Freeland on Saturday, June 11th. We're looking for volunteers to help us that day and hopefully install a few hundred more smoke alarms coming up in Freeland next month.
And for those who would like to volunteer, how do they get in touch?
Just give us a call at the Red Cross, 570-823-7161, and you can talk to Ned Bloom. He'll give you all the details on how to volunteer for that program.
If you would like more information on this program and other programs offered by the American Red Cross of Northeastern Pennsylvania, check them out on Facebook. Last week, Weatherly Borough Council voted to form a committee and raise money to purchase the old Schwab School. Lisa Sugar recently spoke with the borough's mayor, who calls the school the heartbeat of the community.
You have some cool history about that building. You told me the building is even on the badges for the police.
It is. It's absolutely the symbol of our town. It was given to the town as a gift. It's basically a love story, and it's a big part of our community, and I'm glad we're going to have the opportunity to try to save it this time.
Tell us a little bit about that love story.
Charles Schwab married a local girl named Urena, and they got married in town. Then they went away. 18 years later, they came back, and Mr. Schwab was so grateful for the reception that they got that when he left, he said he wanted to give a gift to the town because they gave him such a wonderful wife. So he told them, you decide what you want, and I'll give you that gift. It's amazing because in 8 days, a committee was formed. In 8 days, they went to New York City, they sat in his office, and they said, we'd like a school. And within 2 months, they had the property, they had the contract. In 2 years, that school was built, and it was given to the town, and that's the Schwab School. So it's an amazing story because it was probably one of the best gifts ever given to the borough. It's a beautiful building. It closed in the 90s. The school district built a new school, and the town was offered the building for $1, and the council refused it. So it sat a couple of years, it went into private hands, and it just laid there empty. For the past 25 years, that school's been closed up, and now it's for sale again. So we have a group of people that want to raise some money, deal with the bank, buy the building, and give it back to the borough, and I'm excited about that.
What's it like inside when you went in? You said you were shocked when you went inside after 25 years of being vacant.
I was very surprised. I really expected a lot of damage to the building, and I didn't see that. Actually, the first floor has 5 or 6 huge rooms, which I'd like to utilize first. And then there's a second and a third floor. The third floor has an auditorium. So it really is in pretty good shape, and I'm happy about that. Now, the annex part of the building was added on later in 1936. That was added on, and that deteriorated. That has to come down. But the original structure itself is pretty solid, so I think we're going to be all right with it.
So you're going to start meetings soon to plan raising the money. So what, you need people to get involved?
We're welcoming everybody to get involved, and we've had people come forward so far. We've had contractors come by and offer their services. We had a local clock company offer to fix our clock. Ruper's offered to help, do some of the work, and everybody's welcome to get involved and make this happen. Within the next 2 weeks, we'll be having our first meeting, form a committee, and then go from there. But I see this happening pretty quickly.
All right, so if they want to help, where do they call?
They can call the borough office, or they can call me at home and leave a message. My number's in the book, and we welcome everybody, and I think it's going to be a great day when we open that school up again.
All right, well, the Borough of Weatherly coming together to try to preserve a major part of their history and also the history for this area.
Great story behind the building. Thank you, Lisa. In other news, the Hazleton Standard Speaker and the Republican Herald of Pottsville will be hosting their 5th annual Great Northeast Job Fair. If you're an employee looking for a matchup with employers or vice versa, come out this Wednesday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. to the Thomas J. Cassis Gymnasium at Penn State Hazleton. This was recently one of the topics discussed on a Sam Lassand show.
If you had to bring these people into your office, it would just take you couldn't do it. So here what you do is you get to see a good variety of people, and then you can do your interviews, you can do your second interviews, you can bring them in, the ones that you're interested in. Because there is a lot of stuff. I mean, I know there are companies who are looking just to do maybe something in the summer. And so they come up here, maybe they're looking to fill some summer-only jobs or some seasonal work. So that's available to them as well. But again, the people that are come in that are interested, they can fill out the applications, mass applications. So you could fill out, you could have 10 people fill out your application, and if you're a job seeker, you could fill out 10 applications. And so that is I think that's the benefit of both sides of it, the company that's looking to fill the jobs and for the people who are looking for a job.
Sam Sancho is currently airing on SSPTV. Check out your local listings for dates and times. By the way, educational institutions will also be present to assist people who are thinking about changing their careers. Coming up next on FYI, I have a local weather forecast that you don't want to miss. Things are looking up, my friends. And later, Ron Marchetti has some sports trivia for us, and I have your local district baseball and softball playoff information.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Attention all female high school and college students. Core Fitness Hazleton has a summer program promotion in effect, and it runs through August 31st. Buy any 6-week program for only $40 plus unlimited use of the gym and all classes included. You must have valid ID. Bring your friends for added fun. For more details, check out Core Fitness Hazleton on Facebook or call Core Fitness at 570-455-7818 or stop in at 711 West Broad Street in Hazleton.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Red light on the gray skies, Mother Nature. Green light on some warmer temperatures and sun. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 52. Tuesday, we'll be up in the 70s. How about that? 30% chance of showers, mainly before 5 p.m., but partly cloudy. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low of 53. On Wednesday, in the mid-70s, mostly sunny. Wednesday night, slight chance of showers, partly cloudy, low in the low 60s. Tuesday, slight chance of showers again and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 79. Keep it coming. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Thursday night, 30% chance, low of 62. Friday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high once again of 79 degrees, and then Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 62.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
I'm going to read the lottery numbers. You sit back and relax. They are your midday winning lottery numbers from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pick 2, 6, 4, pick 3, 0, 9, 6, pick 4, 3, 7, 4, 0, and pick 5, 6, 8, 3, 2, 7. When we come back, the district softball and baseball playoff schedules for our area. Right now, here's a message from McCann School of Business and Technology.
Never too late to get your diploma, to graduate with a degree, and we're here at McCann School of Business and Technology to learn all about that. Bill Burke is the campus director, so thank you for having us in.
Thank you, Janine, for having me on.
All right, so you have an open enrollment coming up that people can get more information and actually start school.
Absolutely. Our summer term begins July 13th. We're accepting applications now. We actually have an open house scheduled for June 15th where you could come in and learn about the different programs. You can always walk in. We're on 370 Maplewood Drive in the Humboldt Industrial Park, or you could visit our website, request more information, and just come in and learn about the programs, have a career planning session with one of the admissions representatives, meet with the program directors, sit in on a class. So a lot of opportunity before the July 13th start to get in and learn about the careers we have to offer.
If someone just pops in, do they need to come prepared with a resume or any kind of background with financial?
No. So usually what we ask is that if you do come to the campus, our admissions reps like to spend a good amount of time with you, so learning about you and then teaching you about the school and giving you an opportunity to learn about the programs we have here.
Very good. And Mike, you actually have a program for the high school students to get involved, get them ready for the next step in their education.
Yes, we do, Janine. We actually have a Jumpstart program that's available for high school students. They can come in and start their studies early while they're still attending high school in their junior and senior years here at McCann. So they can take some classes that would transfer right into their specific program that they choose when they graduate.
Now you actually have a McCann rep that goes into the schools to talk to the student?
Yes, Lori Kane goes out into the high schools, the local high schools, and she gives life skill presentations and then talks to the students and lets them know what types of careers are out there for them, and also talks a little bit about McCann and what we have to offer here in our degree and diploma programs.
Okay, and is that something, if a student is interested, they can call McCann, or are there certain schools that you go to?
Oh, no. If you are interested in McCann, you can stop by and visit the school, or you can go on to our website at mccann.edu and learn more about our programs.
Perfect. So again, the open enrollment is coming up in June.
That's right. So we have an open house June 15th, and our summer term begins July 13th. So, we're constantly enrolling. So depending on the program you're interested in, come in, get a tour, and, we can take care of the enrollment paperwork here with Mike and his team and get you started on your new career.
Very good. Thanks for having us again here at McCann School of Business and Technology.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
There's nothing quite like postseason baseball and softball, and all the fun of the district playoffs start this week. Here's a look at the matchups for our local teams. The Hazleton area Cougars head into the District 2/4 Quad A sub-regional playoffs in baseball with a full head of steam. They have been on a roll recently. If they can get by Williamsport out of District 4, there's a chance they could meet up with their rival, Wyoming Valley West, in the semifinals. The MMI Preppers are also in action this evening, playing Old Forge on the road. The winner of this game meets up with the number 2 seed Forest City in the semis. The Hazleton area Lady Cougars are the top seed in the District 2/4 sub-regional softball tournament. They will play at home on Thursday against the winner of Scranton and Delaware Valley. MMI softball, they'll hit the road tomorrow to play Blue Ridge. The winner gets number 1 seed Lackawanna Trail on Thursday. The Schuylkill League champion Marion Colts are the top seed in the District 11 Single A baseball playoffs. They will meet the winner of Shenandoah Valley and Tri-Valley. The 4-6-2 baseball crew will play that game on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. in Pottsville. Our third local number 1 seed is the North Schuylkill Spartans in the District 11 AA playoffs. They'll meet the winner of Minersville and Salisbury. The Tamaqua Blue Raiders are the number 3 seed in the AAA District 11 playoffs. They play Pottsville, who they beat in both meetings during the regular season. Both Tamaqua and North Schuylkill got byes in the District 11 AA softball playoffs, and if they win their first round games on Thursday, they will play each other in the semifinals. Finally, in Single A of District 11 in softball, Monoy area will play top-seeded Williams Valley on Wednesday, with the winner moving on to the championship against either Minersville or Tri-Valley. On the FYI Standard Speakers scoreboard, the Rail Riders won the rubber match with Indianapolis on Sunday. They have an off day today. The Cubs lost to the Giants on Sunday and are now in St. Louis for a 3-game series with their rivals, the Cardinals. Ron Marchetti knows all about the Cubs-Cardinals rivalry. Well, he knows a lot about sports in general. Here he is with Trivia Treats.
Upon further review, hi everybody, on this Monday, May 23rd. The Indy 500 is coming up in a few days, so let me say it again. Upon further review. Remember this Memorial Day race 35 years ago. The year was 1981. Race officials ruled that a parent Indianapolis 500 winner, Bobby Unser, had illegally passed another car during a yellow caution flag. Unser received a 1-lap penalty, and runner-up Mario Andretti was declared the winner. The following day, car owner Roger Penske and his driver appealed to the U.S. Auto Club, and in October, the USAC reissued the penalty as a $40,000 fine and awarded the victory back to Unser. Holy cow, that was 5 months after the Indy 500 in 1981, 35 years ago. If I was a race fan then, which I'm not, it would have ended then. 10 years closer, and 25 years ago in 1981, on this day, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls routed the Detroit Pistons 115-94 in Game 4 in Detroit to complete the sweep and eliminate the 2-time defending champions who had ousted Chicago from the playoffs the 3 previous years. In the closing seconds, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, and other Piston teammates headed to their locker room without acknowledging the Bulls with at least a handshake. Another reason in those years why the Pistons were called the Bad Boys. Now a trivia question for our viewers, just to get some of you horse racing fans involved. Can you name the only jockey to win aboard 2 Triple Crown winners? Only one little man ever did that, and he was a great one. Of course, think about that for a couple of seconds while I remind you about a golf rule that you should know. I got an anonymous request from someone to relay this to the golfing public, and this is a rule. It's a dumb one. The next time your playing partner waits for a putt to drop off the edge into the hole, I presume, make sure you count to 10, because the 10 count is all they should have. All they should have or do have. Is that a rule or not? My humble opinion is, if the ball does not drop off the edge in 10 seconds, it's not going to drop. Mother of God, whoever sent this in has to be frustrated golfer. Frustrated. I hope this is not my wife or one of her friends. Now, the answer to my question. Name the only jockey to win aboard 2 Triple Crown winners. Now, I would think most of you folks said Willie Shoemaker, and that would make most of you folks wrong. The correct answer, Eddie Arcaro won with Whirlaway in 1941 and Citation in 1948. Have a great week, and I'll see you right here on Friday when we start off the long holiday week. Until then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Hazleton Art League, in conjunction with the Hazleton Integration Project, is presenting A Place Called Home, an exhibit of photographs created by young people under the direction of photographer Jamie Pesentine. An opening reception will be held Friday, June 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. For more information, please call 570-817-1075 or email hazletonartleague@outlook.com. Our next announcement, the Hazleton Recreation Department and the Hazleton Auto Mall are hosting a day of play at Harmon-Geist Stadium Saturday, May 28th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be featuring 2 former NFL players, Jesse Armstead and Antonio Pierce, plus games, activities, craft making, food, ice cream, and more. All ages are invited to attend. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, May 27th from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. John J. Byorski, formerly of Eagle Rock. Funeral is Thursday at 10:15 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10:15 a.m. And Donald Margle III of Cunningham. Services will be held Tuesday, May 31st at 11 a.m. from the Mountain View Cemetery. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements.
And finally, like most 6-year-olds, Tanishq Abraham was interested in dinosaurs. I got a pop-up book on the subject and was happy. Abraham asked his parents to take a college course. He was persistent and got approval and eventually topped the class. According to CBS Sacramento, he's now been accepted to UC Davis at the age of 12, and he says he'll be a medical doctor by the age of 18. He already has 2 associate degrees from American River College. That is motivation. Congratulations to him. More interesting information coming your way tomorrow right here on SSP TV. I'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.